basically 1 day of sunlight left. We've got the fissure to do, and that's it. We can't fail. This is it. Today is 1 day and 1 day only.
But now there's another obstacle. The last kilometre between them and their goal is studded with volcanic vents spewing deadly sulfur dioxide gas. Like a chemical minefield which they have no way of avoiding. So, carrying gas safety monitors, Dougal and the team set off on the final leg of their journey.
Walking in with your detector, I feel almost like a canary heading into a coal mine. Hopefully I won't be a dead canary.
What Dougal doesn't know is that the rest of his vital mapping kit has finally left base camp and is on its way. Though there's no guarantee it will arrive in time to use it before it gets dark. However, after a highly stressful and demanding 3-day journey, Dougal is about to get his first sight of the Dabbahu earthquake fissure.
Well, we've still got some fairly low readings, which is good, but we've got to be close. I mean,
just keep monitoring it.
Oh, you are kidding me.
Dougal.
Absolutely awesome. I was expecting a small crack in the ground. Oh my lord, this is fantastic. It's up there in the Hall of Geological Fame, I think. My lord.
Before the eruption, locals recall how the ground swelled until it finally burst open in a massive explosion, throwing thousands of tons of ash and rock across a vast area, swallowing their camels and goats. This vast crack in the earth is all that was left behind.
To think this has happened, excuse me, I'm out of breath actually with excitement at this stage. To think this happened overnight, this is the stuff of Hollywood. When you're a kid and you see those movies of streets breaking apart, this would have just opened up and ejected a whole heap of magma. This is just phenomenal. I really hope we can get some really good stuff out of this, because having got here now, I wish we could stay 3-4 days, maybe even a week. This is just geologic heaven. Oh, this is fantastic.
There are only a few hours of daylight left for Dougal to make his scan, but at least all the kit has now finally arrived.
This unit here fires millions and millions of laser points in a 360 direction to build up a complete 3D picture of the landscape around it. The final thing we need to do is to fit a camera to the top, and what we'll do is we'll take high-resolution digital photographs, and the computer software will then be able to merge the picture with the scan, and that's when things get really exciting.
The reason the 3D scan is so important is that it creates a snapshot of the exact state of the fissure at the moment. Because if, as Dougal suspects, the Earth's crust is breaking apart here, measuring it now will help geologists understand how fast that process is moving. So to work out if the fissure is getting deeper, wider or longer, a 3D model is needed, and that's what Dougal hopes to make. The only problem is he'll have to get himself and his laser scanner 60 meters down there before it gets dark. And there are no stairs.
We're going to put a line, and it's like a cable car, if you like, going across a cable. And that cable we'll control from here. Okay, so we'll release the tension, and that cable will slacken. And so the person that's gone to the middle will get lowered down in the middle of the V, if you like.
Whilst getting inside is a big safety concern, the deadly gases that lurk below are an even bigger worry. As well as sulfur dioxide, there's the threat of carbon monoxide and hydrogen sulfide, all of which will kill. Dougal has completed the scan of the rim of the fissure and is ready to get down inside for the final part of the picture. But before Dougal is allowed in, expert rigger Mark Diggins must first test the rig and the gas levels.
Give me slack on the weight. Okay. Faster. That's good.
Mark is going where no man has gone before.
Okay. More. On the right. Take it up because you're in the wind.
As well as the risk of gas, there's the constant threat of another earth tremor. And that's before he gets to the bottom, wherever that turns out to be.
Okay, we start smacking on off the cable, over. Go in.
With just 2 hours of sunlight left to get Dougal and his scanning equipment down, they can't afford the slightest hitch.
Stop there, guys. Stop.
That doesn't sound good. I mean, one of his meters are going off.
Mark, is that one of your gas meters on? Yes, it is.
The alarm means there's deadly gas, but no one knows which one.
There's a lot that could be going wrong down there.
Back at the cable.
Wait, I gotta focus for a sec.
Okay.
More people on the cable.
So that was the H2S alarm going off. So this is hydrogen sulfide, which is probably the one that's the most dangerous and the one that we didn't really want to be seeing on this.
Hydrogen sulfide can kill with just one breath. If Mark's breathing apparatus had failed or his face mask slipped, the fissure would have claimed its first human victim.
Pretty much they say the last thing you'll ever smell is the smell of rotten eggs, which is H2S, and it's enough to kill you.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to create a unique scientific record. But at what risk?
You'll only get one crack at it, and if that BA equipment packs up whilst you're on a rope, you're not going to be getting out of it.
We've taken the right precautions and made the right measurements to ascertain that it's not a particularly nice place down there. And so I don't think we should pursue going in there any further.
This is a massive disappointment for Dougal. His only hope now is that he can salvage something from the scans around the edge of the fissure.
Hey, come and have a look at this. We just got the first scans up. I mean, it's raw data at the moment, but so, I mean, if this scan's worked, hopefully the other two have worked, and we'll basically be able to stitch all three together.
I was worried for a few minutes there that we wouldn't get anything
It was such a rush.
today,
It was such a rush. I mean,
No,
having
I'm happy for you guys. This is good.
results, Steve. Good.
Despite having to abandon the final descent, the scans from the edge have produced an almost complete 3D snapshot of the earthquake fissure, the first ever. Armed with this first baseline model, the rate the Horn of Africa is separating from the continent can now be plotted.